Have you ever wondered if time travel could be real? What if someone from the future visited us and left behind a trail of prophecies? Time travel, a concept that has captivated our collective imagination for ages. It's a theme that has been explored in countless books, movies, and TV shows. The idea of being able to journey through time, to see the past or to glimpse the future, is something that has fascinated us as a species. Yet it remains a mystery, shrouded in the realm of science fiction and fantasy. But what if I told you that there might be more to this than just fiction? What if I told you that there's a story that blurs the line between reality and the unbelievable? A narrative that could potentially change the way we perceive time and reality. Enter John Titor, a name that might not immediately ring a bell, but one that has been a source of intrigue and speculation for over 2 decades. A name that is linked to claims of time travel and prophecies of a future yet to come. Who is John Titor, you ask? Well, that's a question with an answer that's as fascinating as it is perplexing. You see, John Titor is a name that surfaced on the internet in the early 2000s. A name that was associated with a series of online posts made by someone claiming to be a time traveler from the year 2036. But before we delve further into the enigma that is John Titor, it's important to note that this story is not just about time travel, it's about prophecies, it's about a mysterious computer, it's about skepticism and scrutiny, and it's about a legacy that continues to be a topic of discussion to this day. Intrigued? Let's dive into the fascinating tale of John Titor, the alleged time traveler from 2036. In the early 2000s, a person claiming to be from the future named John Titor began posting on online forums. Now, this wasn't your typical internet troll looking for a few laughs. No, John Titor was different. He was articulate, detailed, and eerily consistent. His posts sparked intense discussion, speculation, and even fear. They painted a picture of a man supposedly born in the year 2023, living in a post-apocalyptic future after a nuclear war that he claimed would occur in 2015. Let's rewind a little. Titor first appeared on the Time Travel Institute forums in November of 2000. He introduced himself as a time traveler from the year 2036, on a mission to the past. His posts were filled with intricate details about time travel, his mission, and the future. His mission, he claimed, was not to alter the past, but to retrieve something crucial for the future, an IBM 5100 computer. But why a computer from the 70s? According to Titor, this early model had a unique ability to debug and emulate programs in older languages, a capability supposedly lost in his time. Titor's story was not without its fair share of skepticism. Many questioned the plausibility of his claims, pointing out inconsistencies and inaccuracies. But Titor had an answer for every question, a rebuttal for every doubt. He seemed unfazed by the skepticism, sticking to his story with an unwavering certainty that was both intriguing and unnerving. As the months passed, Titor's post became a sensation. His predictions about the future, his detailed descriptions of his time machine and his alleged mission, all of it was dissected, analyzed, and debated by thousands of people across the internet. Titor claimed to be a soldier from 2036, sent back in time to retrieve an IBM 5100 computer. And with that claim, he became one of the most enigmatic figures of internet lore, leaving us with a story that continues to baffle, intrigue, and inspire to this day. Titor wasn't just sharing his story, he was also warning us about the future. This self-proclaimed time traveler from 2036 didn't just come to drop tantalizing tidbits about the future, but he also came bearing grim predictions. It's as if he wanted us to brace ourselves for a dystopian future that was, according to him, inevitable. First and foremost, Titor painted a bleak picture about the future of the United States. He foretold a devastating civil war that would fracture the country into 5 regions. This conflict, he claimed, would start in the year 2004 and would escalate until 2015. The cause? A deepening divide between urban and rural communities, exacerbated by political corruption and a growing dissatisfaction with the federal government. The aftermath, he said, would leave the nation's infrastructure in ruins, forcing survivors to live in a world that's reminiscent of the late 19th century. But the gloom didn't end there. Titor also warned of the looming threat of World War III. This global conflict, he prophesied, would occur shortly after the American Civil War, around 2015. The war would be swift yet devastating, with nuclear exchanges leading to the death of nearly 3 billion people worldwide. The world as we know it would be forever altered. Now you might ask, why would a time traveler share such grim predictions? Was it to scare us, or perhaps to give us a chance to change the course of history? We may never know. But what we do know is that Titor's predictions didn't stop at global events. He also delved into the realm of science, specifically focusing on CERN's Large Hadron Collider. According to Titor, the Large Hadron Collider, or LHC, would cause more harm than good. He claimed that CERN's experiments with the LHC would inadvertently create miniature black holes, which could pose a significant threat to the planet. Furthermore, he stated that these experiments would lead to the discovery of time travel in 2034, which in turn would be the year he would embark on his journey back in time. Now, this is where things get a bit technical and oddly specific. Titor described the mechanics of time travel in great detail, something that one wouldn't expect from a hoax. He talked about the use of two micro-singularities, or miniature black holes, in a device fitted into a car, which could bend time and space, allowing for time travel. He even provided diagrams and technical specifications of this supposed time machine, adding an eerie sense of credibility to his claims. However, as fascinating as these predictions are, they also raise a lot of questions. Why, for instance, would a time traveler risk revealing such critical information about the future? Could it be to prevent these events from happening, or was it merely to satisfy our curiosity about the unknown? And more importantly, why haven't these predictions come true? The year 2004 came and went without a civil war, and the Large Hadron Collider has been operational for years without creating any black holes. These are the questions that keep skeptics and believers alike engaged in the enigma that is John Titor. His predictions, as chilling as they are, have become a subject of intense debate and scrutiny. Some see them as a dire warning, while others dismiss them as the ramblings of a creative mind. While some of his predictions were chilling, others were strangely specific and technical. Whether John Titor was a time traveler warning us about an impending apocalypse or a master storyteller weaving an intricate tale, one thing is for sure: his story continues to captivate us, making us question our understanding of time, reality, and the future. Titor claimed he was sent to retrieve an IBM 5100 because it could debug legacy computer programs. Now let's take a moment to dive into what that really means. The IBM 5100 was a portable computer introduced in September of 1975. It was an impressive piece of technology for its time, with the ability to run programs in both APL and BASIC languages. But the real gem, according to Titor, was its capability to emulate and debug the programs of older IBM systems, a feature not widely advertised by IBM. Imagine it like this: the IBM 5100 was the Rosetta Stone of its era, capable of deciphering the language of older, more primitive systems. It's like having a key to unlock the mysteries of ancient hieroglyphs. But why, you might ask, would anyone from the year 2036 need such an antiquated piece of technology? According to Titor, the future was plagued by a specific issue: a year 2038 problem, not unlike the infamous year 2000 or Y2K problem we faced at the turn of the millennium. The future, it seemed, was in dire need of legacy debugging. Titor claimed that this unique ability of the IBM 5100 was kept a secret by IBM, known only to a select few engineers. And herein lies a fascinating aspect of his story. When he first made this claim in the early 2000s, this fact was not widely known. It was only later confirmed by an IBM engineer, Bob Dubke, who revealed that such a feature was indeed present but was not publicly disclosed due to fears of commercial exploitation. The IBM 5100 then became a crucial piece in the puzzle of Titor's credibility. Was he just a well-informed hoaxer, or was there some truth to his wild assertions? The IBM 5100's capabilities were not widely known at the time, adding credibility to Titor's claims. Whether this lends weight to his story or merely adds another layer of intrigue is something we'll continue to explore. As with any extraordinary claim, Titor's story attracted a fair share of skeptics. Indeed, it would be a gross understatement to say that John Titor's claims of being a time traveler from the year 2036 were met with a fair share of skepticism. After all, his story was quite the extraordinary tale, and extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. The first wave of scrutiny came from scientists and experts in the field of theoretical physics, the very discipline that would need to validate the possibility of time travel. Titor's explanations of how his time machine worked, based on the concept of black holes and singularities, were found wanting in terms of technical detail and scientific accuracy. Critics argued that his understanding of black holes and their relation to time travel was overly simplistic and not in line with current theories. Then there were the computer experts who pointed out inconsistencies in Titor's knowledge of the IBM 5100, the very computer he claimed to have traveled back in time to retrieve. Some argued that his understanding of the machine's functions and capabilities were flawed, while others pointed out that the supposed secret feature of the IBM 5100 that Titor mentioned was already known at the time of his postings. Internet detectives and armchair investigators also had a field day dissecting Titor's posts and claims. They pointed out discrepancies in his story, such as inconsistencies in the dates he provided, and contradictions in his descriptions of the future. There were also those who noticed that Titor's predictions seemed to conveniently align with popular science fiction tropes and narratives of the time. Debunking efforts also took a more personal turn. Some skeptics sought to uncover the true identity of John Titor, in the belief that doing so would expose the whole thing as a hoax. Several names were proposed, but none could be definitively linked to Titor. However, the most damning piece of evidence against Titor's claims were his predictions themselves. Many of the events he foretold, such as a civil war in the United States in the year 2004 and a world war in 2015, did not come to pass. While Titor did provide an explanation for this, he claimed that the timeline he was from was not exactly the same as ours. Many found this to be a convenient excuse to explain away his failed predictions. Yet, despite all this scrutiny and skepticism, Titor's story managed to capture the imagination of many. His tale was a fascinating blend of science fiction and reality, filled with just enough detail and plausibility to keep people guessing. Even as the debunking efforts mounted, so did the number of people who found themselves drawn to Titor's story, eager to believe in the possibility of time travel and a future different from our own. And perhaps that is the true allure of John Titor's story. Not the claims of time travel or predictions of the future, but the tantalizing possibility of something more, something beyond our current understanding of reality. Who wouldn't want to believe in a world where time travel is possible, where the future isn't set in stone, and where one man can journey back in time to share a glimpse of what lies ahead? Despite the skepticism, Titor's story continued to captivate many, sparking debates and discussions that persist to this day. In 2001, as abruptly as he had appeared, John Titor stopped posting. The time-traveling prophet from the year 2036, who had sparked fascination, skepticism, and a whirlwind of online debate, had vanished into thin air. His departure was as sudden and inexplicable as his arrival, leaving an echo of mystery that reverberates to this day. A flurry of speculation followed Titor's departure. Some believed he had returned to his time, having completed his mission in our era. Others proposed that he had gone into hiding, fearing exposure or retaliation from those who may not have wished for his predictions to be public. There were even whispers that Titor had never existed at all, that he was merely an elaborate hoax, an internet legend spun by a master storyteller. The theories surrounding Titor's disappearance are as diverse and intriguing as the man himself. One of the most popular notions is that Titor, having altered the course of history through his actions or the release of his information, had effectively erased his own existence. This theory plays into the classic time travel paradox. If you change the past, do you alter the future? Others suggest that Titor was a government agent, part of a psychological operation or disinformation campaign. In this theory, Titor's disappearance was simply the end of the operation, and the man himself was never more than a fiction. Yet another theory posits that Titor was an ordinary man who had stumbled upon some extraordinary information from an insider within the tech or defense industry. His disappearance in this case could have been due to threats or coercion, forcing him into silence. Regardless of the speculation, the truth remains elusive. John Titor, the self-proclaimed time traveler, left behind a legacy of predictions, a mysterious device, and a multitude of questions. His disappearance has only added another layer to the enigma, deepening the intrigue and fascination that surrounds his story. To this day, the mystery of John Titor remains unsolved. Despite the many doubts, John Titor's tale has left a lasting impact. A remarkable testament to the power of storytelling, Titor's intriguing narrative has permeated our culture, sparking debates and inspiring works of art. The legacy of this alleged time traveler from 2036 is not measured by the veracity of his claims, but rather by their influence on our collective imagination. The story of John Titor is a cultural phenomenon, transcending the boundaries of the internet forum where it first appeared. It has become a touchstone in the discourse on time travel, a topic that has fascinated humans for centuries. Titor's account, with its compelling blend of technical detail and human drama, has given this age-old discussion a modern twist. It has fueled ongoing debates about the nature of time and the potential for temporal voyages, drawing in physicists, philosophers, and laypeople alike. In the realm of popular culture, Titor's narrative has found fertile ground. The tale has inspired a variety of creative works, from novels and comic books to television series and songs. The Japanese visual novel and animated series Steins Gate, for instance, features John Titor as a crucial character. In this narrative, Titor's time-traveling exploits are central to the plot, highlighting the story's enduring appeal. Titor's story has also permeated the music industry. The band Arcadia, in their song The Flame, quote one of Titor's posts verbatim, demonstrating the tale's resonance even outside of science fiction circles. In the world of film, Titor's story has been the subject of several documentaries and is currently being adapted into a full-length feature film. Beyond its impact on the arts, Titor's tale has also influenced the world of science. His detailed descriptions of time travel technology, while unverified, have sparked interest and speculation among scientists and enthusiasts. His purported mission to retrieve an IBM 5100 computer for its ability to debug legacy computer programs has provoked discussions about the importance of preserving vintage technology. Moreover, Titor's posts have given rise to a thriving online community. Numerous websites, forums, and social media groups are dedicated to dissecting his claims, with members poring over every detail in an attempt to ascertain their truth. This digital community represents a diverse cross-section of society, from die-hard believers to staunch skeptics, all united by their fascination with the enigma of John Titor. John Titor's story has also left a profound impact on individual lives. For some, it has sparked a lifelong interest in time travel and theoretical physics. For others, it has served as a cautionary tale about the perils of unchecked technological advancement. And for a select few, it has provided a platform to voice their own experiences with the unexplained, the mysterious, and the downright strange. Yet perhaps the most significant aspect of Titor's legacy lies in the questions it poses. Is time travel possible? Can we alter the course of history? What moral and ethical dilemmas would such power entail? Whether or not we believe in Titor's tale, these questions compel us to explore the boundaries of our understanding, to challenge our assumptions, and to contemplate the vast, uncharted territories of time and space. In the end, it matters little whether John Titor was a real-time traveler or an elaborate hoax. His story, with its blend of science and fiction, has captured our collective imagination, compelling us to ponder the mysteries of the universe. It has sparked debates, inspired creativity, and ignited a sense of wonder. It is a testament to the power of storytelling and a reminder of our enduring fascination with the unknown. Whether hoax or reality, John Titor's story continues to fascinate, reminding us of the endless possibilities of time and space. John Titor's tale is a blend of science fiction and reality, wrapped in a layer of mystery. It's a narrative that has captivated us, whisking us away on a journey through the corridors of time, weaving a tapestry of intriguing predictions and cryptic revelations. Let's take a moment to revisit the saga of John Titor. This self-proclaimed time traveler from the year 2036 emerged on the digital stage at the turn of the millennium, causing a stir with his prophetic visions of the future. His predictions were as fascinating as they were terrifying, painting a picture of a world gripped by civil unrest and nuclear war. One of his most captivating claims was his mission to retrieve an IBM 5100, a vintage computer with a unique ability to debug and emulate older codes. This claim, layered with intricate technical details, lent a strange credibility to his story, causing many to question the boundaries between fact and fiction. But like any enigmatic figure, John Titor faced his share of scrutiny and skepticism. Critics dissected his words, pointing out inconsistencies and inaccuracies in his predictions. Yet despite the skepticism, Titor's story held a peculiar allure, sparking debates and discussions that continue to this day. Then, as unexpectedly as he appeared, Titor vanished, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a legacy that continues to intrigue. His story, whether a cleverly crafted hoax or a genuine account of a time traveler's journey, remains a tantalizing enigma in the realm of science fiction and beyond. The fascination with John Titor's tale persists, a testament to our collective curiosity about the mysteries of time and the vast, uncharted territories of the future. It's a story that invites us to ponder, to question, and to dream. As we look to the future, we can only wonder if we will ever unravel the truth behind John Titor's time travel tale. Thank you for watching Time Pilgrimage, and always, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment for more time and space-related content.